Chip and Dale.
Sound like Dory there.
Do you know how to mindless mine?
What are the odds that Poet has a bunch of wood in his inventory but absolutely no tools for which to mindless mine?
This is a good game.
Pretty good.
These are my
Poet,
torches.
this is for you.
Oh.
Real torches.
This is for you.
Oh. Oh.
And I don't know where Pudsey is.
I'm coming.
Chosen one.
I didn't have anything on me from the end of it.
I
clearly log on to TimeShot.
Rescue Rangers. Bandale. Pudsey's late.
I just woke up.
I'm just
Nobody
kidding.
knows where Pudsey is.
She's probably down under somewhere.
Pudsey. Rescue Ranger.
Aussie assassin.
Oh.
Poet
Yep.
place.
So we're
It's got
gonna
the
pick a
maturity of a
topic.
12-year-old. The perceived versus the reality. We could talk about that. Bye.
I don't know why that was so funny. But it was.
Oh, this is a cute photo. Except you can't see Poet. Well, but it's still cute. That's why. It's cute. It's probably good.
Hey, I
Oh,
want to be in that
boots.
picture.
Boots.
Boots.
Fancy boots.
On our feet.
Fancy boots. Are we ready to mine?
Wow.
Hey, Poet, hi.
We need a topic.
Only if
What do we
can
want to talk about?
mindless.
Which direction do we want to go? These aren't even labeled. What kind of a place is this?
Eneija, you helped make this place.
Yeah, technicalities.
What's the sign say?
Let's
This
go
one
this
still
way.
has some empty tunnels, I feel
Let's
like.
go
The
this
official
way.
mindless mine. The others are.
This one has
Oh, okay, let's go this way.
something.
Let's go the opposite way to what Tot said.
Oh, sorry, Tort.
I'm gonna go
Perfect.
right here.
I mean, we can always
have a
extend
topic?
it back. Oh
That way
dear.
Poet won't find me.
The blocks
Hey,
all look
then you might be able to
purple.
keep your diamonds.
Yeah.
Why is it doing this?
I'm not often successful in getting diamonds.
I'm never successful in getting diamonds. That's why I don't have any.
Today's your day, Win.
Today
Well, are we
is
starting?
your
We
day.
don't have a
Yeah, we
topic.
are. Yeah, we are. We'll figure out something.
Our topic is
Follow me. Go
how
away.
to choose topics.
That
Let me tell you about dog farts.
Dog farts are a topic.
I don't think I've
I
ever
mean,
heard
they
a
could
dog
be.
fart.
You've never heard a dog fart?
I have.
Don't think I
My
have.
dog is silent but deadly.
Yeah.
My cat farts.
Ours is
You
not.
might not hear
so
it, but you sure smell it.
Shu, whenever
Mhm.
Shu is sleeping in the same room as me at night, I'll be laying there and then I hear it, where it's just like that. And you're like, oh no! And then you can't breathe.
Evacuate the room.
I know. I've been lighting a
Wow.
candle because it gets so bad and I can't breathe.
man.
I woke up
You
nauseous
need to
one night.
change her diet or something.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
feeding her
Well,
gassy
that's
food.
that's the problem is she just switched dog food, so
Hmm.
she's still
Can you get her
adjusting.
original dog food?
no.
Can you
I
change it
know.
back?
Can I change it back? I haven't been able to find her like old dog food, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What brand was she eating before?
She was eating Rachel Ray,
Wow.
and now
Well, that's your
like
problem.
she
And
was
then Rachel
actually
Ray
eating
became a
Rachel
pet
Ray.
hater.
Well, and then Rachel
She
Ray
was
died
actually
because she
eating
ate
Rachel
her, and so ran out of Rachel Ray.
And that's the smell.
That's so dark. Yeah. Now she's on Pure Balance.
Now she's on Anne Burrell.
And she farts a lot. So
Wow.
it makes things exciting. Our family's like little schnauzer that we used to have that I grew up with. he would always he would fart and it would be this short little quick squeak.
Wow.
And then it would
Truck
scare
outside.
him. He would jump up and run away. It was
what was
always, yeah, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I do that sometimes.
Or he'd whip around and sniff it, and it was just so, it was really funny to watch.
This episode's
That
called
would be
Dog
hilarious.
Fart.
He had
Oh,
dog
had waited that 1 second to be like, I do that.
I do that. Yeah. I whip around and
I
sniff.
waffed it so good.
I waffed that so good. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I have a cat who farts and it's disgusting.
Yeah, I've heard cat. I've never heard a cat fart though. That's my.
No, I've never heard it, but then just out of nowhere, it'll just smell so bad near
The
Dinah.
fog
I
sinks.
can't be near her.
See, the only time my dog does that is when he's sick,
Oh,
and then I'm like, oh, you probably have to go outside, huh? But
well, my dog's pretty
never, he
sick.
doesn't just do it just in
Sick-minded.
general.
Yeah.
Console farts too, so most cats must do it.
Really? My Nintendo
I never
did
hear her
that.
though.
We need to make a book for that one. All cats fart.
All animals fart.
Every cat
makes
poops.
sense.
Well, I never
kind
hear
of.
it though. I can never hear it when she farts. She'll be sitting near the window by the couch and just it's just bad suddenly.
Which is bad.
I know she
It's just
wheezes
bad.
though. she wheezes, but
wheezes?
snores and snores
Aw.
when she sleeps.
Yeah,
She just has problems.
that's how it goes.
One of those problems is that she wants me to hate her.
Oh,
She gets
It'd be
the
problematic.
spirit out of attention.
She really does. She likes it when you're mad at her.
So
for some
oh.
reason.
if you yell at her or
She'll
chase
do that.
after
it's
her,
still
and you've done something
attention.
bad,
Yeah,
she'll
she
do
likes
again.
that, and then she'll just
Yeah.
do it again.
yeah.
She's like the problem child who just-
They're following me around.
Attention,
Yeah,
attention.
she's like the problem child.
They're
the
so
problem is-
passionate about me that they're yelling at me.
Chasing after a cat is how they play, so they think that it's a
Right.
game.
Yeah, they think
Oh,
it's the
yeah.
best thing ever. They're like, finally.
And she loves me so much, and I can't stand her. Like she just she hangs.
What's her
around
name?
outside
Is
my
it
door.
Dinah?
Dinah,
Or-
Dinah.
I
Yeah, she'll
actually
hang.
knew.
She'll be laying in bed with Beth, and the moment I open my door, she'll bolt to my door because she wants to
Aw.
see me. I want to see you. It's like I don't like you. Go away.
I think
hate
that
you.
all the time about people.
So what happens when Genome's at school if the cats have been misbehaving all day? I'm like,
You say-
I don't
wait,
own these anymore.
Wait, what did you say about people?
That's how I feel about
That's her catchphrase for people. I don't like you. Go away.
They're
I
so
don't
excited
like
to
you.
see
Go away. The children at
Accurate.
Halloween when they come to my door.
Turn off my lights.
Oh, Eneija,
I
you need to
don't
come
like
to
you.
Australia. Nobody
Go
comes to your
away.
door for Halloween.
Yeah, there you go.
I kind of like though that
I'm just
other
kidding.
countries
I
of the world
like.
are starting to sort of pick up on Halloween and stuff more and more.
So they have to deal with it too.
Yeah,
Deal with it. Candy.
it's one of
not
the few
dealing with it.
holidays that I actually appreciate.
I bought a big bag of mixed candy, and I told Beth, she's like, "What do I do with this? Do I pass it out?" I was like, "That's your call." I was like, "You can pass it out or keep it for yourself."
Or eat it all.
She kept it for herself.
Yeah.
Oh no, mom!
she's
No
smart.
kids came to the door.
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
darn.
I don't
Tragedy.
care.
Yeah.
Like, I bought the bag of candy. If you want to pass it out, you can. Because I was streaming, so I couldn't pass out candy.
Oh, I
Sure.
see. Yeah.
And I was like, "You can either pass it out if you want, or keep it to yourself." And she kept it.
Yeah.
That's
First couple
smart.
years in our new house, we bought a ton of candy. We're like, oh, we're in a neighborhood now. There'll be lots of kids, and literally 2 kids came to the door.
Well,
Yeah.
because a lot
And
of
we're like, good.
parents are like, they don't do that anymore because people are creepy, and the world
Yeah.
just finally figured that out.
Stranger danger.
And so now they do the trunk or treat thing where they
Right.
go to like big group
What?
Like a
events where
town
Can
people-
you
event.
acknowledge that that's
Yeah.
literally the worst? We spent our entire childhood being told, don't accept candy from strangers or go to strangers' cars. And
Halloween.
now you're teaching them to be both. Like, here, go to a stranger's
You
car.
basically
and
a bunch of
accept
people
candy.
get go on an area, and they basically you can walk from car to car to get candy.
Yeah. And at
And
least
it's
it's
okay.
way more populated. It's more of a.
It's way more populated. You're not going to someone's house where they can just pull you inside and lock their door, and then you're scared. You're there for life, and I don't know. But I mean, it's supposedly more safe.
Hmm. I mean, it makes sense to do town events rather than.
There was
Just
the mall here. The mall in Muskegon used to have it where the stores had candy. You could go from store to store.
Oh, I see.
And that's what I used to take Beth if the weather was really bad.
Yeah. Here it's
one of
so
my friends works
rural
retail,
that
I think
It's sort of
They
taken away
just
from
have
the
an
whole
event in town.
experience, though.
I know, but you realize, we finally come to grips with the fact the world is a scary place and people
Yeah.
are creepy.
Yeah, but shouldn't people be like fighting that, like by, it's like Boston
Well, at least
Marathon.
they
it's
aren't
not like
just,
they
like,
stopped doing
canceling
the
it.
marathon after
Also,
the bombings happened.
As a parent, you might not realize this because you've never done this as a parent, but trick-or-treating is kind of a pain in the butt when you're a parent because you take your kid out and then they want to go out so far and then they just don't want to walk anymore and they're like, can you just carry me back? And you're like miles
No.
away from home.
Okay,
And it's
but-
like,
That never happened in my family. I have never been carried back anywhere.
See, I never had that either, but my kids they keep going and they're like, no, I want to keep going. I was like, you're going to get tired. No, I want to keep going. And then they're like, I'm tired. I want to just go home. Carry me. I can't walk anymore.
I've never actually been trick-or-treating, so I might wait till I'm like 30 and then just like go.
See, that's the thing about the way that I was brought up is that if I were to pull that and be like, I don't want to walk anymore, I'm so tired, they'd be like, well, you put yourself in the situation, so you figure it out.
Too bad.
They'd walk
I was
away.
like, you're going to be
and they would
walking.
just abandon me if I didn't come
Yeah.
with them.
That's what I did too, but then my kids cry and then the other parents look at you and you're just like, my kid is being that kid. And
I think they were
I'm
perfectly
teaching
fine
them
with me
a good
crying,
life
and they
lesson.
knew- I learned at a very, very, very young age that it got nowhere.
Yeah.
There's
well,
no
you have
point
to get
in
them home at some point. It doesn't help if they just sit down in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
See, my mom, like, we don't do trick-or-treating here, but my mom was pretty harsh on, like, the discipline and stuff. And one time my brother and I were fighting in the car, and she literally dropped us off on the corner around from our house. And she's like, well, you're walking home. And then she did, like, a lap around the block, expecting us just to be sitting there, but we actually walked home, and then she freaked out because she couldn't find us. We're sitting at home waiting for her. We're like, you told us to walk home. So it, like, terrified her.
dear.
And she's like, never do that again. And we were like, but
Never
you
drop us
told-
off then
yeah.
on the curb.
But you
just
said,
told us to do this.
yeah.
My dad did that to me once when I was in the back seat of the car picking on my brother type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being irritating in the car, and he gave me a warning saying, like, I'm gonna drop you off on the side of the road if you don't stop it right now.
Yeah.
And of
Mhm.
course I don't.
No, because it's
Well,
And
illegal.
so
no.
he pulled
Kid.
over and kicked me out of the car. And it was
Wow.
in the
How
middle.
old were you?
I don't know.
27,
Eight,
29.
Okay.
And
27.
Last year. No, it was,
Dad, don't leave me
I was
here.
about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
pretty
it was
young.
in the middle of nowhere, like the middle of the country,
Yeah,
middle
because
of a
Canada
farm
is
road,
like,
Diamonds.
middle of
towns
nowhere.
is like 30 minutes of nothing between towns in Canada.
Oh, there's more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm saying at least. I mean, here it's like maybe
Yeah,
2
yeah.
seconds you won't have anything, and then
Right.
again.
Yeah,
But, like,
so, yeah,
there, it's,
where
like,
I was,
ages.
it's you couldn't driving. It would take you maybe 30, 40 minutes to get to another town.
Mhm.
Walking, it would be hours and hours and hours. He just drops me off and then drives away.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, he drove just far enough that he was like out of
Out of sight.
view,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it's like,
That's the way to do it. So when they turn the corner, like they think that they've
Yeah.
been. They think they're
Abandoned.
abandoned,
They think that they've been abandoned by their parents.
but
and
you're
everybody
really
they love.
not a bad parent.
No.
but I'm pretty sure like I was sort of, I won't call it an intelligence, but
You kind of
like,
knew.
I knew better.
Yeah.
You knew there's
And-
no way that your dad would have left you out in the middle of nowhere.
The fact that he came back, I just did it again.
Oh.
Oh god.
And it's like, well, what are you gonna do?
You
now?
are like the worst kid ever.
yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have such difficulty envisioning this. I can't imagine that possibly being the case.
This
We
explains
got
so
such
much.
a lovely person.
It explains everything.
No, but I guess I always
Wow.
had that sort of like the mentality that, no matter what I do, I'd get away with it.
Wow.
Invincible. I never
I
got
can't
away
even
with
imagine.
anything.
No, me either. My mom.
So
would just
I was a
catch
very
me.
good child because I could never get away with anything. I
Yeah,
was
I
really
played that for a while,
part of it is
but
I was really bad at lying and stuff, so I just stopped being bad. Like when I
I
was
just
like
wouldn't say anything.
when I was
just
like
silent.
4, I apparently went around the house and wrote my name on the wall everywhere. And then I blamed it on Cagley, who was 2.
It was 2.
Yeah, like
It
was totally
she would be
Cagley.
writing your name.
Yeah,
And she's
exactly.
2 and can't even write.
Yeah. And then like I cheated once in the 2nd grade on a spelling test. The kid next
What
to
did
me.
you have trouble spelling? Out of
I didn't
curiosity?
have any trouble actually. But the kid next to me told on me, so the teacher like embarrassed me in front of everyone, and I had to like sit in the back of the room with like this stuff. And I still got 100 on the test. Like I knew how to do it. I wanted to see if I could cheat.
See, I did that too.
And I didn't get away with it.
And I wouldn't have to do certain things, but I would
Yeah.
just do it just to see if I
I
could
just
get away
wanted
with
to
it.
see if I could do it. And yeah, after that, like I never cheated because I knew I was just gonna get caught. Just
I
wasn't
skipped school.
sneaky
I
enough.
tried to skip school once with my next door neighbor friend. And the thing is, her mom worked in the morning and my mom worked 3rd shift. So my mom was coming home and going to bed, and we went to the bus stop and we hid in the woods behind the bus stop until the bus came and
Oh.
left. And then we went to her house because we knew her mom would be gone until school was over. And we hid in there, but my mom, she knew. She said she had a dream and she knew. And she
Oh.
came next door and we were there, of course.
Well, that really doesn't help when your mom's psychic. you know.
Yeah.
I
that-
know, and
that
she
is-
knew, and like I was like, "How?" She's like, "I knew." She's like, "I knew you. I had a bad dream, and I woke up and I knew you were up to no good." I was like, "Oh my god!" So I was so terrified to ever try anything ever again because I was convinced my mom
That
would
mom
just know
sense.
somehow.
It's her magic.
She was psychic about it. It was just crazy.
Psychic? Psycho?
But now that I'm a parent and I think about it, I think the school called to ask why I was absent.
Oh,
Yeah.
Probably.
that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Yeah,
she
or
said
it could even be like if you were the only 2 getting on the bus would go
No,
by
it was
faster.
we lived in a trailer park, so
Oh, okay.
like it picked up tons of kids,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
it wouldn't have noticed us not being on the bus.
Yeah.
Janari pulls that on her kids because like she's a teacher and she has a thing where like she puts a mirror near the like whiteboard, and then like if the kids are misbehaving, she'll be like, "I can see you," and they'll all freak out. Or like these little tricks to scare kids. Like they're like, "Oh my gosh, the teacher sees everything."
How did she know? Got us like
It works when
security.
you're little. I mean, you don't question it. You're just like, they know.
Yeah, like she has like a security
see
webcam
everything.
system.
You can do that now.
I see you texting.
I hope 8-year-olds aren't texting. They
Yeah.
probably are.
They probably are.
Well,
Yeah.
these days,
I
I'm
don't know
sure.
the
that-
number
They have
that.
a phone, they are.
Ugh. All right, if you're a
They're
child and
passing
you're
more.
watching this, you're under like 16. Why do you have a public Instagram? Don't.
I was on
Don't do
something
that.
like I think it was change.org or like one of those petition websites of some kind, or like a debate website or something. And there was actually one listing there saying like make it a human right for everyone to have a cell phone, including children of like really, really young ages.
No, because I
What?
mean, I didn't even know Lily had an Instagram until you found out. And
I found it, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, that looks like Lily.
Well, it was
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell people how I found it because then they'll find it.
Right.
yeah.
But
He was just
But, I
trolling
mean-
the Instagrams of young girls. It's fine.
yeah,
No.
Oh my
exactly.
No big deal.
Exactly that, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Just scrolling through the Instagram.
No, it's not like she has anything. Like she's just
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
singing on it. That's all she's doing. And it was I didn't know she had one, and it was kind of funny
Yeah.
to go through all her little things and videos and stuff. She's so
Like,
funny.
I think it's cool to see kids kind of dabbling with social media stuff, but it makes me nervous. I can't help.
It wasn't cool when Beth did it when she was 8.
Oh, when I
Beth-
see kids that like post pictures of like where they go to school and
Yeah,
stuff.
Those kids are like,
Yeah.
poet, here's my home address. Please send me a letter.
Poet, please call me. Here's my phone number. Eneija, here's my phone number. Please tell Poet to call me.
That's a real event.
That's a real
That-
event.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That actually
It's
happened.
so.
Yeah.
Guys, the internet's a scary place. We're all
I
terrified
have
of
to
it.
have. I've had this talk with my kids. The internet is
Yeah.
a scary place. There are scary people.
I had a
out.
whole video about
Like,
it.
look at
but-
me. Have you seen?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just watch it.
Yeah,
check out
Twitter.
Eneija.
like her.
Eneija.
My good night children photos.
You
Yeah.
don't want your children around
I-
creeps like us. They,
Yeah.
I mean,
Trust us, there are bad people out there.
Please,
We are them, though.
we know them. Yeah, we are them.
Beth
Yeah.
was like 10 years old, and I found out she had a YouTube, and she was swearing. and
Oh.
I know. And she was like, up at 1 a.m. My mom was asking, like, why is Beth so tired all the time? I was like, I don't know. Because she was coming home and taking naps after school and sleeping all night, all day. She was up till 1 a.m. making these videos for YouTube.
Oh.
And swearing up a storm and talking about her teachers and talking trash about me. And I was like, I'm going to post these on Facebook for all of our family to see. She deleted every single one of them.
Yeah.
She's like, why would you do that? I was like, why would you post this where people could see it if you didn't want everybody to see it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to help promote your channel. Like, I'm being.
Yeah. Being a
This is way
supportive
before I
mother.
started YouTube, so.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time,
Wait, so
I can
Beth was
remember,
a
like,
YouTuber
when
before
I was
you?
a kid.
Yeah.
I was all into that kind of stuff too. Social media was just new. The internet was new.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
social media barely existed when I was.
No,
a
we
kid.
had like
Yeah, it was just kinda
MySpaces and
starting
things
out.
like that.
MySpace.
That was after. That was
I had
after high school
a
for me.
Zanga.
No,
and
none of that
that's
stuff
where like
existed for me in high school.
It was
I think
all
about-
LiveJournal.
I think
and-
about my Zanga and the
Yeah,
stuff that I used to write
LiveJournal
about
and-
publicly, and it's a little bit concerning. I like you might so you could be okay even if you did that dumb stuff, but yeah, it's dumb stuff.
It's so weird nowadays because I remember when I was in high school and I thought it was cool that I had a pen pal from another country, and it was like
yeah.
it took weeks to get a letter from her,
Yeah.
and now it's like I talk to people from all over the world instantly.
Do
Yeah.
kids still have pen pals? Like, is
I
that
don't know.
still a
I
thing?
had to sign
Like-
up
I
for
don't know.
service to get my pen pal. Her name was Vika. Vika, Vika, and there's some weird last name I can't
I mean,
pronounce.
I think
Kids
it's a
don't
cool
even
idea.
know how to like write letters anymore. So
No,
I mean,
they
like
don't.
Right.
probably
To be
they
fair,
chat with
though,
people
I
around the
don't
world.
really
Do
know.
they still teach it in school? I wonder.
They must, but
They
probably
do in
not.
Australia. I don't know about you guys, but it is
Because
like
I know
the
we
kids'
learned
language
formal.
is terrible now.
We learned formal letter writing. I remember,
Mhm.
but I don't know
learned
if
in
they still
college.
teach
I don't
that.
think
But
they
even
taught us in
even
high
when
school.
like I was in school, they're always like, "Oh, you need cursive because
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
only
You
write
have
in
to
cursive
write it
when
in
you're middle
cursive."
school or high
Yeah.
school." And like every time we would go to the next one, like nobody ever made us use cursive, and but they're
Yeah,
like, "Oh no, but the next
exactly.
one, you're definitely gonna need cursive." And no.
No, for us, we were
You
forced
must
every
learn.
time anyway, and that was.
Mm.
It wasn't just learn it; it was you have to use it.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
was
see,
like
they just never
a
actually made us
couple
use it.
years where they forced us to use cursive, and then after that, it was never. You never had to.
What
Yeah,
about
like
the
third
mentality
grade.
nowadays that like I don't need to learn math because we have calculators everywhere?
I think it's important to know basic math,
to basic math, but I don't think
at least. You know.
I don't think it's so important. I think they need an understanding of how math works.
Okay. Sorry, I panicked a little bit. Just it's okay though.
Like even if you have a calculator,
He
you still
lit
have to
me
know.
on fire! He lit me on fire! Oh my gosh,
He's just having a moment.
I am.
What's going on over there?
Okay, I'm safe.
I know.
It's just one skeleton. What's wrong with me?
My first job, a lot of kids used to work there,
Uh-huh.
and basically you couldn't use a you had to know maths because the till didn't have you
Well,
had to do all the
yeah,
maths yourself.
In school, you don't have a calculator, but we're saying like out in the real world, you still have a calculator. Everybody has a calculator on their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in a job, you're not allowed to use a calculator, so like you actually did need to know
Why?
some basic maths. Like I worked at Domino's, like you couldn't have phones out.
Oh.
Mm.
And so these kids had to do maths, and they'd be given like a $20 note, and the order would be like $50 or $15 and like 69
Like how
cents
to
or whatever.
count back change.
And
Yeah,
they'd
we've
be
had
like,
cashiers. Yeah, we've had
and
cashiers that can't make
Come
things
on.
in their head, and that's just like bad.
Yeah,
So.
I think it's important to be able to do at least the
I don't
basic
like
stuff.
agree with
At
like
least
I don't
do
know
like algebra
and
is
stuff.
usually
Yeah,
works out.
like, do you
Once
have
you get
to-
into calculus and stuff? Yeah, probably you don't.
Yeah.
Actually.
Do you need
Yeah,
calculus?
but that's
Yeah.
it
Critical
for
to your job.
time.
That
Wait, I
is.
got
That is.
one more
One more?
question.
One more
One more
question.
One more
thing.
question though, and
Okay.
sort of related, because I heard
Oh, hi.
Pudsey do it.
I got lost.
Why do the
It's that way.
people of the UK and of Pudsey Land, why do they say maths plural?
Yeah, maths instead of math.
Well, I
don't
just
know.
want to know why.
I want to know too.
I don't know.
Explain yourself,
We're asking
Pudgy.
you. You're the one who does it.
I
Explain
always thought it
yourself.
was just somebody being like Liam being silly when he said maths, and then I realized that everybody in the UK calls it maths.
You know, I never noticed
Well,
that
they're just
until you
assuming
guys
people, I guess.
were
Like you have
mentioning it just now.
maths and English.
You never
Max.
noticed it?
But you
No,
don't say
I never did.
Englishes.
No.
You don't say
It's just maths.
Englishes or
Well, it's just, I guess
I
it's
guess
like,
we refer
maths.
to. Yeah, I think we use maths like we refer to it
like
as
it's the
I don't know.
plural.
Yeah.
But is
Why
the
is
plural
math
of
plural?
math maths?
You do multiple maths? I don't know.
That's a good question though.
I mean,
I
I guess you
never
do
thought
like
about
different
that.
math
What
classes,
do you
like
get when you
algebra,
have
calculus,
math
trigonometry,
minus math?
Yeah, there are different types of math.
But there's
But
different
only one
types
English.
of like yeah.
Is the plural of math maths? Or is it also
gotta-
just math?
I think it's math.
like
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do a lot of math. You
We're
don't
gonna
say
have
I
to
do
go
a
to the
lot of
Google
maths.
later to figure this out. I'm gonna do some math.
But that's the question I had to end the episode.
We'll end the
Yeah.
episode. with
Okay,
a question.
hold on. There's
Everybody
a
can
math
answer better
first
than
math
that.
thing.
Oh god.
They're equally acceptable abbreviations of
Well, we
mathematics.
understand.
Okay,
but why
no,
do they
they're not though. So
Mathematics
why are they different?
and-
Why does one exist?
Well, because we say math, you wouldn't say mathematic. You would say mathematics. So I
It
guess
says
that
either
kind of makes
abbreviation is
sense.
correct or incorrect. This is great.
Well, that's helpful.
Perfect.
It
Either
basically,
correct or incorrect.
yeah,
And
it
you're
basically
right,
says,
and you're
like-
right, and you're wrong, and you're wrong. Everybody's
It
right
basically
and
says,
wrong.
like-
Wrong.
Everybody's
um,
wrong.
Canada and America use math, and Australia and England use maths.
Maths.
I know that's what I've just always known it for.
I mean, I
Where's
guess
the word
what
origin?
Eneija said
Where's
makes
the word origin? Who came up with it first?
the mathematics, because you don't say
Yeah, mathematics.
Right, I
It's
get
good.
I
That
get
part
that.
kinda makes
I get that it's
sense.
abbreviation
Well-
of that either way, but
It's funny that Canada doesn't do it though,
Yeah.
because like you
You're
guys.
What up,
usually, like-
Canada?
No, like the Commonwealth usually do all the same.
Well, Pudsey
like,
is
we're all-
kind of funny.
yeah.
She's
Excuse
pretty
me?
Thanks
funny.
for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Woo!